What's up? This is Stephen Bloodworth, and this is my February 2021 horror Blu-ray update. So believe it or not, for the first time in months, I believe, I have acquired more Blu-rays than DVDs. I definitely got a lot of cool stuff from both the Blu-ray update, which you're watching now, and the DVD update, which you'll see either later this week or sometime next week. Before we get into some of the titles I picked up, if you're not already a subscriber, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I post new videos every Monday, Friday, and occasionally Wednesday. So let's start off with the first 4K that I got. I only got one 4K for this update. This is, I believe, a Welgo USA title. I love seeing Welgo do a lot more 4Ks. This one I did not get to see yet, but this is from Brandon Cronenberg, and of course that one is Possessor. I've heard a lot of people saying they love this one. I'm excited to check this one out. If you like Possessor, drop a comment down below letting me know what you think of it. Moving into the Blu-rays, and I got a couple Arrow titles to show off. The first one, and I love the artwork to the slipcover, is The Last Starfighter, probably the only non-horror title I got, but this one actually looked really nice on Blu-ray. It's my first time actually watching the film. It was something totally different. The effects in it are ridiculously cheesy, but this is something I could see young audiences really liking, and a lot of people, especially you watching who have grown up in the 80s, you probably got a kick out of this one. Another one that's the first watch for me, I saw this parts of it during Cinemassacre's Monster Madness during Camp Cult, and this one is Evil Ed, and I just love that they did a film with so many fake titles of movies in it, and they're all splatter films. This is actually one that I really did enjoy. I knew I was gonna like it, but I didn't think I would like it this much, and the quality of the Blu-ray is fantastic. Arrow overall did a great job, as they do with all of their Blu-rays. And this next one, I did not get to watch the Blu-ray. I've seen the film before, obviously, and it is Basket Case, and I did get the second Basket Case as well as the third Basket Case, which I'm still waiting on, but this movie just makes me laugh every time I watch it. If you're a Basket Case fan, drop a comment down below. And then the last Arrow title I picked up, I'm gonna have to watch this one again. I really didn't get into it that much, and this one is Edge of the Axe. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about this one. It really didn't do it for me, but I want to give it another chance one of these days. If you're a fan of it, drop a comment down below. I'd like to hear other people's opinions on this one. So that's all the Arrow titles, and now I got a couple of Criterion titles to show off. The first one, and this is a first-time watch for me, and I really dug it. I've been starting to watch a lot more David Lynch stuff, and this one, of course, is Eraserhead. This is one of the strangest films I've ever seen. I really wish I saw it in college. I would have dug it a lot more then. I still dug it. It's a bizarre film, and just one of the, if I can describe it, probably the worst nightmare I can imagine anybody ever having. But it looks really nice on Blu-ray, especially with the black and white quality, and overall the edition from Criterion is awesome. Another David Lynch title, which unfortunately I did not get to check out just yet. I haven't seen the Blu-ray, nor have I seen the actual film. I'll have to check it out one of these days, and that is The Elephant Man. For anybody that's seen it, drop a comment down below. Also, let me know what your favorite David Lynch film is. Next one I picked up is David Cronenberg's Crash, and I actually kind of dug this one. It wasn't terrible. I thought it was going to be a horror film at first, total opposite, but for what it was, I actually kind of dug it. And this next one I've been meaning to pick up and check out for years. Unfortunately, didn't get to getting around to it. I really want to get into it maybe sometime this week, and that is House. If anybody has seen it, please drop a comment down below. And yeah, I watched a majority of the stuff in this update, but some stuff I just didn't have time for. This one I've seen many times when I was a kid. My father is a huge fan of Steve McQueen, and we would always really enjoy watching this one, and of course that is the Criterion Blu-ray of The Blob. So happy that Criterion did a Blu-ray on this one, but this will always be one of my favorites to my heart, and just serve as a great time capsule of a film, not for just when it was made, but also for me personally, spending time with my father watching it. If you're a Blob fan, drop a comment down below. And that does it for Criterion, and now moving on to Screen Factory. The first one I got this for a really good deal off of Amazon. I forgot how much it was. I think it was like 30 bucks when I bought it brand new. And this one is the Fly collection, coming with all the Fly films. And I love the first film, didn't like Return of the Fly, never saw Curse of the Fly, and The Fly with Jeff Goldblum I love. The Fly 2, another one I didn't check out, but I really have been having my eyes set on this box set for a long time. If anybody, let me know what your favorite Fly film is, and I cannot wait to get into this box set. Another Scream Factory title, and this is probably one of my favorite remakes of all time, and I'm happy. This one's a little hard to find actually, but I'm glad I found it, and I'm glad I got it with the slipcover, and that is John Carpenter's The Thing. One of my favorite gory John Carpenter films out there, and obviously the special effects you cannot pass up on. I'm pretty sure just about everybody out there, or the majority of people out there, have The Thing in at least their top 10 favorite horror remake list. If you haven't seen it, you gotta get your ass up and see it. Another horror remake, and this one, I like it for what it is. I definitely want to sit down one day and rewatch it, and that's the remake of The Blob. If anybody likes this one over the original, let me know down below. I'd love to hear what people think over the 50s Blob over the 80s Blob. So Blob fans, drop a comment down below. And the last Scream Factory one, I haven't seen this one in years. The first one, obviously one of my favorite zombie films of all time. This one I saw once, I think, and even back when I was a kid I didn't like it, but I feel like I should give it a second chance, and that's Return of the Living Dead Part 2. I really just wanted to pick up the rest of the Return of the Living Dead films, and really pissed off that the original Scream Factory version of Part 1 is out of print. But I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say in regards to if you like this film or if you don't like it. Again, it's been a number of years since I've seen it, so I'm going to sit myself down one of these days and rewatch it to see if I still don't like it or if I can see some appreciation out of it. And then the next three I didn't get around to watching, but I love all of the Shudder Original titles from RLJ Entertainment. The first one I think is the newest one, Impetigore. This one has a really interesting story where the townspeople want to kill this woman, and she apparently has some sort of plague over the town. Really interesting. I can't wait to sit down and check that one out. And then the next one I got, this one, another with a interesting idea to it. This one is Spiral. If anybody has seen Spiral, let me know what you think of it. And then the last RLJ and Shudder title that I got is Terrifier. Then I also picked up a couple of Kino titles. This one I got mainly because John Doe, Cinema's Underbelly, mentioned this on Facebook, and I knew that I needed to check this out. Basically retelling the story of Ed Gein, and this one is Deranged. For what year did this? 1974, same year Texas Chainsaw came out. This was a pretty messed up film. I really dug this one. For anybody that likes serial killer horror movies, or especially likes the story of Ed Gein, this is definitely a must-see. The quality of the Blu-ray is fantastic, and just overall, I'm so happy. Thank you, Jonathan Doe, for recommending this one, and I'm so happy that I discovered it. This next one used to be out of print on DVD and went for a lot of money, and now Kino put this out on Blu-ray so I can get rid of the bootleg that I have, and that one is Making Contact. This one I really dug the first time I saw it, and I really like seeing it again on Blu-ray. One of the most bizarre ventriloquist dummies out there by far, but I love the countless 80s references from Star Wars to Sesame Street to just all the board games you see in his bedroom. It's definitely a time capsule of a film, and for anybody that likes 80s sci-fi movies, then this is definitely one for you. And then the last Kino title, unfortunately did not get to check this one out yet, but it's one of their newer ones, and it's Killdozer with Clint Walker. I know a lot of people definitely do like this, but if you've seen it, definitely drop a comment down below letting me what you think of it. And then I got a bunch of Vestron titles. The first one, I gotta say I'm really surprised that this one does not have a slipcover. If anybody has this version, I'm pretty sure every Vestron title has a slipcover to it, but if this one in particular doesn't have one, drop a comment down below. This one is another one I haven't seen in a number of years, and that's Return of the Living Dead 3. This one is another one that I have not seen in God knows how long. I think the first time I saw this was when Sci-Fi was doing a lot of zombie films years ago, but this is definitely one I really want to sit down and watch again. If anybody likes this film, definitely let me know down below in the comments. And then I saw these ones up for sale, and I knew I had to pick them up. First one, don't know the series, but I saw it for a good price, so I decided to check it out, and it's the Warlock Collection. For anybody that knows about it, drop a comment down below on that one. And this one I'm really happy that Vestron put out on Blu-ray, and I do love the first one. Don't really remember the sequels, but that's the Wishmaster Collection, coming with all 4 Wishmaster films, so I'm pretty stoked to own that on Blu-ray. And then this one, I've never seen the sequel. I love the first one, but have never seen the sequel, and that's the Waxwork Collection. Definitely, Waxwork is one of my most underrated horror films. Definitely need to give Waxwork 2 a shot. And then the last of the Vestron titles I picked up, I saw this one yesterday. It's one of... I don't know how to describe this one. It's one of the most bizarre films I've ever seen, but I really just couldn't understand why what was going on, and that's Parents with Randy Quaid. If anybody likes this one, let me know, but this one was okay to me, just not my favorite. And then I got a bunch of Unearthed Films titles. This one I actually got yesterday, haven't got to checking it out yet. This one is Dis. If anybody knows of this one, drop a comment down below. And the next one I got, I saw this the other day actually. This was a really fucked up film. I gotta say, this one was really messed up, and this one is brutal. If I can describe this one, it's kind of like it's kind of a weird idea of, God, how do I describe this? Let's just say the last act of this was almost like a Freddy vs. Jason, which I thought was really cool. But the gore is really, really something, and the stab effects especially were really effective. For any gore fans out there, you would absolutely love this one. I can't say enough good stuff about it. I'm seriously shocked at what I saw at it. This is one of their newer releases, and I love this slipcover with Unearthed Classics at the bottom, and that is The Untold Story. This one almost reminds me of Ebola Syndrome, but if I had to compare both films, I think I like The Untold Story a bit better, but overall this is a crazy film, and I wonder if Unearthed will put out parts 2 and 3. I'm really curious to know that. Stephen Byro, if you're watching this, drop a comment down below. But I know that only the Blu-ray comes with the slipcover, not the DVD, but for any Asian horror fans out there, this is a must-see. And then the last one that I picked up, obviously, had this one pre-ordered for months. So happy I got it. The review's up now, so if you want to see it, check it out. And that's for a Serbian film. Love this Blu-ray, and get it while you can because they keep selling out very quickly, so get your copies from unearthedfilms.com. And the next two titles I got are both 88 Films releases, and this one I'm so happy that somebody did a Blu-ray release of, and that one is the I Know What You Did Last Summer box set. I sat down to rewatch all three films, and this was my first time actually watching Part 3. I fucking hated Part 3. I'm sorry if anybody likes it, but I really hated it. Part 2 was alright. Part 1 was actually a decent film, but this box set from 88 Films is pretty awesome, and I just love everything about it. But it may be hit or miss to some people, but overall, kick-ass box set. And the other title from 88 Films, this one, unfortunately I did not get to. I was going to watch it today, but I got pulled out to do something else. And this one is Student Bodies. If anybody's seen this one, drop a comment down below. I love these kind of old school, high school, college horror films. I really dig them, so if you've seen it, let me know what you think down below. And then I got a bunch of Tempe Digital ones, and the first one is part of the SOV 6-pack. I did the review of it a couple weeks ago, and I'm just going to show off each film. If you want to know more about the films, go check out the review. But the first one in the pack is Kingdom of the Vampire. This is a first time watch for me, and I actually really like this one. And I'm surprised that Matthew Jason Walsh had a bigger role in these films than I thought he did. I thought he was just a Todd Sheets guy. This is the main film I bought the set for, Zombie Cop. I'm just really happy that there's a Blu-ray of it, and I'm really stoked, really stoked, it hasn't happened. But I'd really be stoked if Tempe did a Blu-ray of Zombie Army. That would be fucking sick. J.R. Bookwalter, make it happen. But what's cool about these ones is they have the original VHS artwork, reversible covers, and they also have the original VHS cuts of each film. This one is the first time watching it for me, Chick Boxer. This one was actually pretty entertaining, not gonna lie. And then the next one, this one I thought was alright, didn't really care for it, Maximum Impact. And then this one was just ridiculous. I laughed my ass off the entire time watching this, Galaxy of the Dinosaurs. And the last one, part of the SOB 6-pack, this one is Humanoids from Atlantis. And I believe there's a couple of these sets left for sale. So if you want to get a copy, the only place to get it at is makeflix.com. This one I've been waiting to see for a while because Linnea Quigley and Brink Stevens are in it. This is a documentary on Scream Queens, and that is Screaming in High Heels. I really cannot wait to check this one out. The next one, another one that JR has been promoting for a really long time, and I'm really stoked to check this one out, Ozone. So if anybody has seen that one, let me know what you think of it. And then the last one, this one's actually out of print now. Grindhouse Video still has a couple of, I believe they have a couple of Blu-rays left of this, but that one is Robot Ninja, a definite shot-on-video classic, and of course signed by the man J.R. Bookwalter. The next three I got are SRS Cinema titles. The first one, I haven't seen this one yet because the day I got it, I got an email from Ron from SRS Cinema saying that the discs were incorrect and he's sending out the correct discs. So I was actually planning on reviewing this one too, so once I get the replacement from Ron, I'll check this one out, but that one is Snuff Kill. And then the next one, to finish off the trilogy, I went ahead and picked up Gorotica, and these films are pretty sleazy and also really gory. I can't get enough of those. And then I had to get this one. I have the camp DVD of it, but I wanted to get the Blu-ray, and it's a limited edition director's cut, so I wonder if this cut is different from the camp cut, but this one is Tim Ritter's Killing Spree, one of my favorite 16mm films of all time. The next one's an AGFA title, and this one I really got a kick out of. Almost feels like being at an old-fashioned drive-in, and this is a perfect background film for anybody, and this is the AGFA horror trailer show, and it's got a bunch of trailers for just some really ridiculous films that you would most likely have never heard of. It's pretty long. It goes on for 80 minutes, so you have 80 minutes worth of trailers. But if you're a fan of trailer compilations, this is one that I would actually highly recommend pick up. It's just fucking badass. So if you like horror compilations, definitely pick this one up. And definitely support AGFA, they do a fantastic job with all of their Blu-ray releases. The next one's a Screen Media title, and I was really surprised with this. This is, if I can compare it to anything, it almost reminds me of Slither. This one is The Void. This one is really difficult to explain. Pretty much this cult goes to this hospital, and it's like a mixture of Slither and Alien. It's really hard to explain, but the gore and the effects are really badass. If you're a fan of films like Slither, this is one I'd highly recommend picking up. This one is a Terror Films title, and I heard some people talking about it in the past. I watched Mr. Parker's review on this, and I finally got around to watching it, and I was really shocked. This one is The Taking of Deborah Logan. Pretty much follows a woman with Alzheimer's, and her with Alzheimer's is just as scary as her when it gets later on in the film. Alzheimer's is a terrible disease, yes, but I've never seen anything like this. So if you're a fan of like exorcism movies, then this is definitely one to check out. The next one's a Full Moon title. Haven't got to watching it yet. This is from Paul Naschy, and I have a couple of his films. And this one is Orgy of the Living Dead. I know a lot of people have been picking this one up. Let me know if you've seen it. I'm curious to sitting down and checking this one out. The next one is a Severn title. This is my first time checking this one out. This one is Primitives, and for anybody that knows me, I love jungle cannibal films. This one, not that much cannibalism in it, but the cannibals are pretty ridiculous, and overall it's a really great story. This is one I definitely recommend for anybody that likes cannibal films to add to their collection. The next one is a Synapse title, and I don't remember watching this. I might have seen it years ago, don't remember, but it's Basket Case 2. Yeah, I just wanted to check out all the Basket Case films again, but let me know if you've seen this one and if you like it. This one I saw the other day and really dug it. I know a lot of people have been liking it. 12-Hour Shift. This one was more than I thought it was going to be. I love just the dark humor that went into this film. The only part that I hated was that stupid singing part. I really thought that was not needed, but for what it is, this is a pretty kick-ass film. One that I would definitely recommend, especially for all my first responder friends out there. Shout out to you guys. This is one I've been wanting to see for years now, and it is a pretty weird film, not gonna lie. And that one is Grace, about this holistic mother that just wants her baby to eat and drink the purest stuff, and when she realizes that the only thing her kid will eat is blood, she'll go out of her way to get her anything with blood. Weird film, and overall, I would definitely give it a solid recommend. Not bad. The next one is the first Cult Epics title that I picked up in a long time. This one has been out for a while now, but I've always wanted to check it out, and that one is Angst. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. I was actually planning on watching this today, but something else came up, but please let me know what you think of this one. The next one's a PCM title, the same company that put out Melancholy Durangle, and this is another Mariandora film. I believe this is the last film that he's done so far, and that one's Carcinoma. This is a really fucked up film, especially towards the end. Really disgusting and just a really depressing story overall. If you're a Mariandora fan out there, let me know what your favorite film of his is. This one is definitely one of the weirder ones that I've seen, but obviously Cannibal is still my #1 favorite. And then this one I was hoping to have by Christmas time. It's from Filmrise and Gravitas. I mainly got it because I know Jessica Cameron's in it, and this one is All Through the House. If anybody has seen it, let me know what you think of it, but I'll probably wait until next Christmas to check this one out. This next one was recommended to me by, I forget who, but this one is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, and I know a lot of people put this on their most disturbing list. This one is Tetsuo. It's pretty much like a Japanese David Lynch film, I'll put it like that. I saw both films, The Iron Man and Body Hammer. I don't know what was going on with these ones, just some of the weirdest visuals I've ever seen in a film, and almost kind of similar to a film like Pinocchio 964. But if you like weird Japanese horror films, you gotta check this one out. This one a lot of people love, and there is, I believe, a 4K coming out of it, but I could not watch it. It was really messing with my eyes, and maybe one day I'll give it another shot, but I liked what I saw, but it was really hurting my eyes, irreversible. If anybody has seen it, let me know, but I only made it through about 25 minutes until I had to turn it off. It really hurt my eyes. And this next one, believe it or not, was a first-time watch for me, and I really, really loved it, and it was high tension. I was actually pretty shocked at what I saw. It was amazing, to say the least. Gory, yes, but wow. For any gorehound out there, for anybody that likes especially European extreme gore, this is one not to pass up on. And this one I just reviewed a really interesting film, and that is Submission. If you like POV and found footage films, you would definitely dig this. And overall, pretty damn gory and pretty suspenseful. This next one, unfortunately, I did not get to check out yet, but I know a lot of people say they don't like it. I'm curious to see what this one is all about, and that one is Come Play. If anybody knows of it, let me know what you think of it down below. The next one I got this to complete my Leprechaun collection, and that one is Leprechaun Returns. The only one that I have yet to see, so I don't know what to think of it, but if you're a Leprechaun fan and you've seen it, let me know your opinions on it down below. This next one I've been wanting to see for years, and I remember when I was a kid seeing trailers for it and always wanting to check it out. That one is Pulse, and I think this one is the remake. I think the original one was a Japanese film, but I don't know. Let me know down below if I'm correct or not. And then the last one I picked up, I'm really surprised to see Gunnar Hansen was in this one. And this one is Harpoon Whale Watching Massacre. Another one, unfortunately, I did not get to check out yet. But because Gunnar's in it, I'll be checking it out really soon. So that's going to do it for all the Blu-rays for this month, guys. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out this video. If you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for all of my latest videos posted every Monday, Friday, and sometimes Wednesdays. And also make sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to stay posted on what I'm doing behind the scenes of making these videos. Before you click off this video, don't forget to hit it with a thumbs up. And leave me a comment down below saying what you think of the pickups that I got and some Blu-rays that you recommend me to look out for. Until next time, take care and stay scared.